Hello, I'm Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Sacramento, California. It is April 16th, 2015. I had to remember what year this was. It's like 5:38 in the afternoon, and I want to ask you a question. Could you be creating your own challenges and your own problems for pricing by the way that you describe what your price is? So could you be creating your own challenges and your own problems by the way that you describe your price? Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story, and then I want to pull some information out, and I want to share with you why this could be a problem. So I'm talking to a guy, and I had to have something very specific done. And the guy says, I wrote it down, I'll do the work, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. I charge a lot of money for what I do. Okay? No, actually, he said, I'll do the work, but I'm really expensive. And so, what I needed to have done was very specific. And when you go for something to get specific done, just know that the more specific something is, the more it's going to cost. And I knew this, but by the way that he said that and the way that he was talking to me, it told me that he wasn't ready to tell me the price for a couple of reasons why he could have not been prepared. And I'm going to go over each one of them with you, okay? So if somebody's got something very specific and very dedicated to what they're doing, it should be fully understood that it's going to be expensive. That's what's going to be done. There's not really any reason to have to highlight that and say, hey, look, you know what? I'm really expensive for what I do. I'm like, well, you're a specialist. You should be. Right? So it's an out-of-place conversation. It's an out-of-place comment that made me go, wait a minute. I don't think this guy's prepared to take care of what I need to have done. And it made me question what was going on, okay? Shows that the person's not mature in the process. I found out that the guy was really good at what he did, but he wasn't into the process as what he was trying to explain that he was for the type of work that he needed to have done, or that I needed to have done. He was okay at it, but he just didn't really have that experience. And so like that light went off in my head and said, hey, something's wrong here, okay? And so what it showed me was he was really nervous about the price that it was going down. He really wasn't prepared to tell me, look, what you need to have done is $10,000. There was just something wrong. For somebody who's been in the process and they're really good at what they do, that number is going to roll right out. Like, hey, look, you know what? To get this procedure done is $10,000. There's not going to be any nervous energy about it. They're not going to stutter. There's not going to be like, to get this work done is going to be $10,000? No, I mean, for them, it's like it's normal. This is something that they deal with all the time. So it showed to me that he was nervous about his price and he wasn't quite sure about it, which made me uncertain and made me decide not to work with him, okay? And then the last thing is, there are some people out there who feel guilty about what they've charged. So, I take a look at what I've gone through and what I've learned to figure out sales and business and marketing. And the way that I look at it is for the time, the effort, the energy, the money, the travel, sitting down and talking with people, sitting down and working through problems and sitting down and working through my own problems, I'm going to charge you a lot of money to get help because I've specialized in knowledge. And I'm not going to feel guilty about that. But there are some people out there who feel guilty about asking for a pile of money because they're like, well, you know what, that's a lot of money. Like, look, I get it, it's a lot of money. But what you need to understand is there is a certain value to what you have. And if you're not charging enough, then more than likely people are going to be scared and go, this doesn't sound right. I heard that it should cost $10,000 to get this done and you're charging $3,000. There's some trust issues going along, okay? So there could be something that gets picked up when somebody says, I can do the work for you, but I'm going to be expensive. Know that there's some nervous energy on their part. They might not be the right person to go. So if you're using this phrase and you're telling people, hey, look, you know what? I want to let you know that I do good work, but I'm expensive. You're going to create some doubt in the mind of the buyer, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell will the Sylvan. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.